Salakia, somebody called and it interrupted the video. Man. Let me turn this back up. All right. So I'm about to get into the scripture. I found it. This is Sirach 25 and verse 25. Give the water no passage. Yeah, I butchered it, Salakia. It say, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. All right, so set it to that confound. Give your woman, you have to set her in confinement, give boundaries, All right, it say if she, hold on. No, not that. Yeah, but you have to do these things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm using this scripture in the sense of your mind. All right. Give it not what give the water no passage. All right. You give water no passage to enter. Give wickedness no passage to enter within your mind. Give corruption, give doubt, whatever it is that is attacking you, give it no passage to linger in, man. All right. It say neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad, but it's another scripture. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta find that. I know. Salakia. I'm about to find it. Hold on. All right, got it. All right. All right, because this is what Yamanda do. And I'm going to use this scripture, but it's speaking about women, It's using a woman in a sense in this verse. So this is Sirach 26 and verse 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he had found a fountain. And that is what you will do if you give into what your mind is telling you. That's why the scripture say you gave it to seduce the spirits, doctrines of devils. They're drinking of a fountain and drinking of different waters, man. All right, that's what you'll do if you give into what a seducing spirit or follow suit with what your mind is telling you to react and do. All right, it say, and drink every water near her, by every hedge will she sit down. All right, and that's like the scripture say, what you wander about under every green tree. It say she will sit down and open her quiver, which is her legs, against every arrow, letting whatever nigga, just different rods, going into her. And that's what you would do. All right, not, I'm saying, I don't know, not on that, but I'm saying, like, if you let your mind, if you let your flesh have control and dominion over you, that's what you'll do. You'll be subject to basically doing things of the lust and basically giving it to your own doom. Because a harlot, a woman that's committing adultery, doing all these things, that is destruction, man. It's death. All right, for her that live in pleasure, like the scripture say. But we're dealing with your mind, man. So taking that analogy and that scripture dealing with a woman, all right, and what the nation of Israel actually did, all right, you take these things because they was dealing through what of the flesh, all right. You see, they were letting their hearts and their minds basically turn them astray, all right. So it says, back to vigilant, it says, place in confinement, prison guard, jail guard, watch, observe, jail, prison, guardhouse. So all of these things, you're setting is strict, So what it say? I'm back to it real quick. Proverbs 4 and 23. Keep thy heart with all diligence. And this is the word diligence. All right. Have your mind in confinement, in jail. All right. For out of it are the issues of life. You see? So what? When you follow through the spirit and basically do things of the spirit, you see, you have what? The issues of life. If you put your flesh under subjection, all right, to you, all right. So I'm gonna grab another precept. Hold on, let me finish reading this. It say, put away from thee a froward mouth and perverse lips, put far from thee. You see, all of these things is things of the flesh. Because what if you follow? Because what the scripture say, what the heart think it, the mouth speak it. Basically, let me find it. It's Luke. That's Luke. I'm gonna get it. This is Luke. This is Luke 6 and verse 40. 45. It said, a good man out of a good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. And that is the man that is following through in suit in the spirit, man. All right. It says right here, It say, damn, I lost it. All right, bring forth which is good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart, one that is always walking after the lusting of the flesh, bringeth forth that which is evil, for in the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh. And that's why it's telling you right here, it's just like I said, out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaketh. You will speak some shit following through your flesh and say some shit out of your mouth that'll piss the Lord off, man. And that's why I said earlier that what a test could turn into judgment. You see, you can be sentenced to judgment for what a reaction that you give. All right. It says that what? Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. So you ought to basically what? Keep your heart, man. All right. Keep it under confinement and subjection. All right. Unto the Spirit, man. All right. I'm gonna grab another precept. This is Romans 6. All right. Touching on that Spirit. Let me see. This is Romans 6. And 12. It say let not sin, which is of the flesh. All right, let not sin, because all sin comes from reacting. Because what is sin? The transgression of the law. All right, you transgress and go against the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua by following in suit with the flesh. All right, it says, let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body. So don't let the flesh reign. If something reigns, that means it has control. And we just went into diligence, which means confinement, having control. All right, jail, having control over your flesh. You see, so let not sin therefore reign. So don't let the flesh reign. You know, spiritually reign, because what? We're spiritual men. All right, in your mortal body, that ye should obey in the lust thereof. You see, so don't let your flesh reign over you and you do things of the flesh, because when you do, that is basically showing that what? Ye shall obey in the lust thereof, man. You see? So what? By you letting your flesh reign, you're going to do things that your flesh wants you to do. And that's why the scriptures say mortify. And that's what we spoke about earlier. And I'm going to get that real quick. Real quick. That's Colossians 3. All right. So this is Colossians 3 and verse 5. Mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth. I'm going to get this word real quick. This is mortify. All right. Colossians, slide. About to get mortify. All right. So this is mortify. It says to make dead, to put to death, slay. All right. You see, of an impotent old man, to deprive of power. You see, mortify your mind. Mortify mortify your flesh, man. Things that are pertaining to the flesh, you mortify. Take power from it, man. All right. Don't give it power to reign over you, because then you start making mistakes, man, and making moves that ye ought not, and speaking things that ye ought not to speak, man. All right. It says to make dead. You see, put to death the things of the flesh, man. And that's why we're spiritual men. Like we've been saying the whole time, us being spiritual men, things of the flesh are dead to us. Because what? We're not living in we're not subject to basically sin, man. All right. It say to put to death. So basically put to death the things of the flesh, your fleshly thoughts, put it to death. All right. Don't let it have power over you. That's why I said don't let sin reign in your mortal body, man. Because if you let the flesh reign, you'll be basically 2/3, because they let their flesh reign. All right. We'll be no better than anybody else if you let your flesh reign. Everybody else is in subjection to the flesh, but we are in subjection to the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, which is contrary to the flesh. So always walk through the Spirit. Follow through with the Spirit, man. All right. It says, mortify, therefore, the members which are upon the earth: fornication, things of the flesh; uncleanness, flesh; inordinate affection. Let me get that. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Let me look that word up. Let me get inordinate affection. Let me see. Oh, man, stop calling me. All right. Inordinate affection. Let me see. It say whatever befalls one, whether it be sad or joyous. Salakia.
Where we going?
Bro, I'm doing a video. Stop calling me.
Where you going?
I don't know. I'm doing a video. It says a calamity, a feeling which the mind suffers. You see? Ooh, woo. You see? So a feeling whatever thought, you know, doubt, anything, whatever your mind suffers. You see, because what we're speaking about, things of the flesh in your mind. You're dealing with your mind. Everything is dealt through your mind, man. You see, so when you're attacked and anything come before you, your mind is the first thing that is hitting. You see? So what? Any thought that you suffer, man, don't give it power over you, man. You see? Your mind will tell you, react this way, do this, do that. You know? Don't react to that, man. Follow through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. All right? Man, that's live. All right? It says, it's a evil conceptions, I don't know how to say it. I think that's how you say it. Conceptions. I'm gonna get it anyway. I'm getting all these definitions. All right, so it can be, you know, be clarity, you know, because the Lord said, basically make it sweet. You don't want to just be out just doing things, and you know, it's a desire, craving, longing, desire of what is forbidden. You see, so this the flesh and things of you know, of the flesh and of your mind, it's basically, it's going to try and get you to do things that are forbidden. You see, it's going to get you to react carnally. You see, it's going to get you, you know, your mind, it'll just fuck you over in the long run. All right. So it says, it's and covetousness. I'm gonna get that definition too. All right. This is covetousness. All right. Greedy desire to have more. You see, the Lord even said that, what if ye be one of giving unto much appetite, you know, cut a hole in your throat. You see, because what, you'll throw back up all of those things. Just rough paraphrasing the scripture. All right. Being greedy, you know, that's all things. This is all things of the flesh, man. This is all wickedness, you know, because anything dealing with the flesh is wickedness, man. That's why the flesh has to go. You see, it says with idolatry. Oh, I'm tripping. Let me read out the sword. It say idolatry, verse 6. For which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience. So anything dealing with the flesh, your mind, you giving no power, because what, these are the things, you're being disobedient when you give into your mind and to those things, because what, if you're instructed otherwise, you know, if say if you're getting a reproof or instruction on what to do, and your mind is, mind attacking you, the Lord telling you to do something, you're not really listening, you know, you're being disobedient. So those are the times when what, the wrath of the Lord is going to come upon you. So you have to, it would behoove you to continue and to always follow suit with what the Spirit is telling you, and to basically listen. It say, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them, because it was a point in time we walked in the flesh. But now it's the time to mortify those things, kill it, and give it not power. All right. It say, but now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice. See, anger, wrath, all of these things are basically going to come unto your mind and try and have you to react a certain way and have you do some nigga shit, you know. All right. It say, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. You see, so you're supposed to mortify these things and not let these things, you know, control you. All right. It says right here, I'm gonna jump down. No, Salakia, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read verse 9. It say, lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. The old man and his deeds, which is that old man which ye also used to walk in, which is that flesh. You see, because the scriptures tell us to basically be what? Renewed in the mind. All right. We're new creatures and we're renewed in the mind because what? We follow through with what the Spirit is saying. That's why we're new. We're not with the old. You see, the old is of the flesh. All right. So this verse 10, and have put on the new mankind, which is renewed in knowledge You see, and like we spoke about earlier, which is renewed in knowledge, we received this truth, all right, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, which makes us prisoners. Wisdom makes us prisoners. We are prisoners of hope, man. You see? It say, let me see, in knowledge after the image of him that created him. You see? So that, and the Lord is of a spiritual set, man. So that's what we're walking after, that image. You see, we're walking in that way, man, of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. And it's damn sure not of the flesh. All right. Let me see. Put on, therefore, as the elect of the Most High, holy, which is set apart, and beloved, bowers of mercy, kindness, and humbleness. You have to have be of a what's the word I want to use? Humility of mind. All right. It say of mind, meekness, and long sufferings, man. You see, so these are things which we ought to walk in and to put on, man. All right. Hold on, I think I skipped something. All right, nah, that I ain't skipped nothing. All right. So renewed in knowledge and after the image of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, and we also see to put on as the elect, all right, and have what? A humbleness of mind. And I'm about to get that real quick. I'm about to get that. Acts. Let me see. This is Acts 20 and let me see. This is Acts 20 and 19. And I'm going to end it off with this. All right. Serving the Lord. All right. Doing, laboring, walking in his way and doing whatever is commanded unto you to do, man. All right. It says serving the Lord with all humility of mind. You see, so being, let me get that. I'm going to get that definition real quick. All right. Acts 20 and verse 19. All right. So this is Salakia. Humility of mind. It say to having a humble opinion of oneself, a deep sense of one's moral littleness, modesty. Let me see. Being modest. You see? Modest basically mean like the quality or state of being, I'm gonna read it. It say limited self-effacement. You know what I'm saying? So being modest with things. Or within yourself. It say humility, being of a low mind, basically is what it's saying. You see, not big up in yourself and you just this, you just that. You know what I'm saying? And not you know, you have to follow with what basically the Lord is ordaining for us to do, and not following within ourselves. All right. Because if you, Salakia, because I'm at an apartment complex. All right, so if you follow suit with what it is that your mind wants you to do, you will mess up. All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna read it again. Verse 19. Serving the Lord with all humility. We just got humility of mind. All right, within your mind. Basically, let me see. How can I? Basically, not going in the way of your own understanding. You see, having that humble mind, so what? You're able to be told, you're able to receive and hear the Lord when he's actually speaking to you, because the Lord is not going to speak to you of an earthly sense. It's going to be a spiritual message relayed to you. All right. It tells you right here. It say, and with many tears and temptations, because what? When you're going through temptations, it's going to be tears, because we're in oppression maketh the wise man mad. We're going through all these things. It's going to be times where, you know, it's times where you mourn, you know, because we're ready to get the hell out of this place, man. All right. It say, so, and if you're not ready to get out of here, you're not walking in the spirit. You see, it says with many tears and temptation, man. So when all of these things, temptation come upon us, we have to have a humble mind. All right. And that humble mind comes with basically having your mind and keeping your mind with all diligence, which is when you go into diligence in that verse, it basically means of a confoundment. All right. It says putting your mind in prison and in jail. All right. Many tears to temptation, which befall me by the lying in the weight of the Jews, man. So we're basically spoken against. Everything is against us. All of these things are temptations, man. All right. When these things come upon us, man. All right. So when you're tried and your trial in your time of temptation and trouble and distress, trust in the Lord and follow suit with the spirit and not in the flesh, in what your mind is telling you to do, man. All right. So with that, I hope that this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash.